Alright, folks. This thing jumped the gun on me, so I wasn't really ready. Caught with my figurative pants down. So, 1 second. Let me set this down so I can get my hands free. And I'll have to try to edit this out from the beginning of the video once it posts. Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to bang anybody. So let's get this back going here. Sorry about all the confusion there and the messing up. Let's fix this real quickly. Okay. We have game 4. It is going to be from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta. And I'm thinking I might be able to get by without this overhead here. So let's try this. Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It'll be the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. Game 1 of a 3-game set from Fulton County Stadium. The Reds coming to the game 1 and 2, losing 2 of 3 in Houston. And now they're going to see if they can have better luck here at Fulton County Stadium. Look at the umpires for today's game. These umpires, the umpires that were actually in that game, 1990, were not carded by history makers. So I pulled 4 umpires that were not being used in any other rotation. So this is what we've got. We got John McSherry at home, Joe West at first, Greg Bonin at second, and at third is Terry Tata. Hello, Hardwood. How are you? Like I said, this thing kind of jumped the gun on me. I was not ready for this. I thought I was fixing up a thumbnail, and next thing I know, it said it was going live. So it kind of threw me a curveball, literally and figuratively. So let me go on to YouTube on my laptop so I can actually see what you guys are seeing. Because I have no idea until I actually take a look at it. So I can adjust where my phone is and see, make sure the field is in view. I was planning on starting this at 9 o'clock. Like I said, this kind of jumped the gun on me. But sometimes technology will do that. So let's get set up here. Apologize for the few minutes of delay, and then we'll get right into the game day checks. Once I get everything where I want it to be, we'll start our game day checks for the Reds to see how they're going to do. Yeah, let's see. It's not letting me do a stupid thumbnail upload. I'll have to wait till after it's over, I guess, unless it's going to let me change it now. Maybe it'll let me change it now. Hopefully it will. Let's see, change. All right, what can I change it to? That's the question. I don't have anything to change it to, except on my phone. I don't have anything on my laptop to change, so I'm going to leave that alone. We're just going to not mess with it, and we're just going to go into it full force. Starting pitcher for today's game, Derek Lilliquist for the Braves, and Tom Browning. Oh, and now I've got to turn the volume off on the laptop where you're going to be hearing it in the back of my screen here. All right. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Kevin. Sorry about all the inorganization here. You won't find that on the other channel because he has no life, so he has all day in the world to get organized. So those of us that have robust lives have to get up here when we can and try to make it work. All right. So from what I'm seeing, I need to lower this a little bit so you can see the line score. You don't really need to see the umpires because I've already shown those. So they're really, if they come into play, I'll bring them in. So let's see here. Kevin, you ordered the 90 season. Very good. Now, granted, with play.com, they're not going to card everybody. There's a lot of guys that are not carded. In fact, there's 2 guys in the Braves lineup today that are not carded that I had to create in their player creation file, Excel file, and using the how-to guide. I had to create Nick Asaski, who's not carded, and I had to create Jody Davis, who is also not carded. So had to create those, but creating players is pretty easy when you got the guide and the Excel program. It's all drop-down menus. You just click, 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 and there you go. You print it off and you're done. All right, so let's get to our game day checks. The Reds lost, as you know, Game 3 against Houston, so they have a one-game losing streak. One-game losing streak. Let's see if they're going to be dissonant. They will not. Okay. Are they ready to shake off last game's loss? No, they're not. So they're going to be semi-dissonant, and they will be on the first time on the Stormy chart. So they're going to be semi-dissonant. They've been harmonious or semi-harmonious the whole season for the first 3 games. This game, they'll be semi-dissonant. Of course, Atlanta is neutral. All the opponents are neutral. So we go to our chart. That's a 4. That's going to be batting coach. So we'll see what the batting coach has to say. It's a 5, so it's a non-issue. So we don't worry about that. So the only thing that game day check tells us is that they are semi-dissonant. Nobody was affected personally. The team was not affected other than the fact that they're semi-dissonant. And Ray Quinones is happy till further notice that game gets carried over until we get enough other items to bump it out. And right now we don't. So let me double check here. Looks like everything's in place. I could probably lower this a little bit and still fit everything in. Maybe get more of a zoom action there. I think that's probably more relevant to do it that way. Let me get the book here, so I'm ready to go with that. Okay. So, starting pitchers, Lilliquist and Browning. Hot and cold players for each team. I looked at the real-world game that Atlanta played previously to this, and Olivia McDowell, the leadoff man, is the hot batter, and Dale Murphy, the number 5 hitter, is the cold batter. In the Cincinnati-Houston game I just played, the last game I played, Sabo is the cold batter, and Eric Davis is the hot batter. So I think that covers all the prelims that I can think of. Yeah, the Reds need a win. Like I said, they're 1-2. And I think they were 3-0 at this point in real world. But, hey, you know, can't have everything. All right, so we're going to get going here. They have a chance against Atlanta because Lilliquist is a struggler from the get-go. Not a very good pitcher, so there's a chance that they can right their offensive woes, you know, early and often. So we're about ready to get underway. Lilliquist to Sabo, and we get a 4-4-5. And that asks, is the pitcher a workman? No, he's a struggler, not a workman. Is the batter patient? He's not patient. He will ground to first. So he grounds to Asaski at first base, and there is out number 1. So 1 down. And that will send us to Billy Hatcher. That's a 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No, he's not wild. He's got semi-control. Is he a slugger or utility? He's neither one. He's going to single to left. He's active. He steals. He's semi-active, but the dot let him down. So Hatcher will get a single, but he will not be able to steal. He will have to hold at first base. So Hatcher is at first with 1 out for Barry Larkin. We get a 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? He's got semi-flash. The dot says he does. So it is a strikeout. So, boy, even a struggler like Lilliquist is getting some good rolls. That's helping him out. Here's Eric the Red. He is the designated hot batter. Hello, Philip. How you doing? 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. First inning. So it's a line out to second base. And aside from the single from Hatcher, the Reds get nothing else. And we go to the bottom of the first. Cincinnati nothing. Atlanta coming to bat. And we look at the, I didn't show the score sheet before I started. So for the Reds, it's Sabo, Hatcher, Larkin, Davis, Benziger, O'Neill, Oliver, Duncan, and Browning. For the Braves, it's McDowell, Blauser, Smith, Asaski, Murphy, Presley, Davis, Lemke, and Lilliquist. All right, so now we're ready to go. And Odie McDowell, like I said, is the designated hot batter. He will lead off against Browning. Second start for Browning. Browning, 3-5-6 is a left-right split. It's a lefty against lefty. It's a Circle K strikeout. Always like to write down and make note when the left-right split comes into play, and it did on the very first play, lefty-lefty. And Browning gets the K. Here's Jeff Blauser. 1-4-6, does he have flash? No, he does not. Spatter a champion? No, he's not. So it's a ground out to second. And that's going to be handled by Duncan. So 2 up and 2 down, and that's going to bring up Lonnie Smith, the left fielder. We get a 5-6-6. Is the pitcher wild? No. Does the batter have a good eye? No, he does not. It's a strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. So Browning with 2 Ks in the inning. That result was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart to start the second inning. Now, Benziger has not come to the plate, so he will be neutral. And Lilliquist got Davis to line out to second to end the inning, so he's also neutral. So we have neutral against neutral on the right now chart. 1-6. Hot pitcher. No, he's not a hot pitcher. If he was, he would full batter and swing the outside pitch for a ground to short. Otherwise, batter lines a clean single past second base. So Benziger lines one past Lemke for a leadoff single. And maybe the Reds can do something here with the leadoff man on. And Paul O'Neill, your batter, lefty on lefty matchup with O'Neill. And somehow the decider die did not want to come through there, did it? 2-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? No, he's not wild. Is the batter eager? No, he's not eager. It's a ground out to second. And lead dive 2, that's a fielder's choice. So it's going to go 4-6. And O'Neill will take over as the runner at first base with now 1 out. I have not tried the facts for history making. I'm not really a fact guy. I like the dice. Even on payoff pitch, I don't really use the facts all that much. Here's Joe out, but like I said, play the game you want to play it, the way you want to play it. 3-4-6, blank for the catcher, for the pitcher rather. Is the batter eager? Oliver's not eager, so he'll draw a walk. And that's going to put 2 on. With only 1 out, Reds might have something cooking. That result was in purple, though, so we're going to the chemistry chart for Duncan. And remember, the Reds are semi-dissonant. The Braves are neutral. So the Reds are dissonant. 1-1. Pitching team harmony, no. So we got a fence check for Duncan, but Duncan is neutral. He is not a power hitter, and he's not a scrapper. He's on the neutral side, so he's guaranteed at least a double. A 3 is a double. So it'll be a double, and the result on the first roll was a 1, so the lead die of 1 on a double. Let's see here. Just says 2 bases on doubles. So second and third. 1 run is in, though, as O'Neill scores. Oliver will stop at third, and Duncan, benefiting from the team from Atlanta not having harmony, he gets that fence check and ends up being a double. 1-0 Reds. Second and third, 1 out. So the Braves are going to play the infield in. With just to be fair to them, I think that's what they should do. That's what I would do if I was managing. So the infield is in for the Tom Browning at bat. We get a 1-4-4. Does pitcher have flash? No. Sire Die says he does not have the flash quality. Is the batter a hero? He's not a hero. He will ground to short unless he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer, so he will strike out. That's out number 2, and now the infield can go back to normal. As Chris Sabo comes up, a chance, there's 2 runners on the board, 2 RBIs just waiting for him. Hello, Alan. How are you doing? 5-5-6. Is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter a sad sack? No, he's not. It's a double to right field. And if he's active, he steals. He's semi-active. He is active. So Sabo will hit a 2-run double to score Oliver and Duncan. And to top it all off, he will steal third base as well. So Sabo ends up at third base. It's 3-0 Atlanta. And they're putting the hurt on Lilliquist. Infield is back to normal now with 2 outs, but that really didn't matter with the way Sabo hit that ball. So Sabo's at third after he steals third. Kind of caught the Braves off guard. Didn't expect him to steal third, but he did. They weren't paying attention, so he took advantage. And here's Billy Hatcher. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. It's a strikeout to end the inning. But the Reds strike for 3. And we go to the bottom of the second. It's Cincinnati 3 and Atlanta nothing. And, of course, this is 1 year before Atlanta wins the whole thing. But they were really a bad team in 1990, which makes their World Series appearance even all the more unlikely that it would happen. But, they got some free agents in there and their pitchers matured, and that just kind of went from there. All right, here's Nick Asaski again. He's not carded by play because he had such few at-bats, so I did card him myself using the card creator. 1-3-5, that is the unusual play, and it's a black 1, which means we're going to the ballpark, Fulton County. Semi-small for righty, small for lefties. Asaski's a righty, so it plays semi-small. So it's a semi-small ballpark. Now it is a small ballpark. 2-6. Big ballpark. Long fly ball caught by the outfielder. Otherwise, deep drive clears the left field fence. Home run. So Nick Asaski hits a home run because we were not in a big ballpark. Nick Asaski from the launching pad hits the home run, and it cuts the lead to 3-1. 3-1 ball. Had he been a scrapper, that would not have been a home run, but Asaski not rated a scrapper. So 3-1, just like that. Solo shot, and here comes Murphy. 3-4-6. Pitcher's blank. Is the batter eager? No, he's not. He'll walk. So Murphy will draw the base on balls. He's not active, so he won't steal, but that result is in purple, so we're going right back to the chemistry chart. Again, Atlanta neutral, and the Reds are semi-dissonant. And they're still dissonant. 2-6. Batting team harmony. No, they're neutral. So it's a ground out to second, and on the lead die of 2, it's a fielder's choice. So it's going to go 4-6 as the hound dog, Jim Presley, is the new runner at first base. And I forgot to put my runners over there. So Jim Presley is the runner at first base with 1 out. And here is Jody Davis. Again, he was not carded by play because he had such few at-bats, so I did create a card for him as well. He can play first base or catch. Browning, 1-4-5. And the 1-4-5 result. Is he a struggler? No, he's not. And so it's going to be a ground ball to third. Lead die 1. That's a double play. 5-4-3 around the horn to take care of Atlanta here in the bottom of the second. But after 2 complete, it is Cincinnati 3 and Atlanta 1 from the launching pad in Fulton County. Somewhere Ted Turner is watching. And we go to the top of the third. Top of the third we go. Barry Larkin to lead it off. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not a whiffer. So we have outfield drama for Atlanta. And in the outfield for Atlanta, Lonnie Smith is semi-gold. Murphy and McDowell are both neutral. So they're all Smith's going to be gold. Everybody else is neutral. 1-4 for outfield drama. Right fielder gold. No, Murphy is neutral, not gold. So it won't be a flyout. It will drop in for a single. So it's a base hit for Barry Larkin, and that results in red. So we're going to the experience chart for the next at bat, and that bat is going to belong to Eric Davis, who is a semi-icon. Lilliquist, a semi-prospect. So the Reds have the advantage here. 2-5. Icon batter, yes. He's a semi-icon. Doc gives it to him. Anticipates pitch, chops single pass short for a base hit. Lead die of 2. Runner gets 1 base, I believe. 1 base on singles. Yep. The only thing active runner can do is get 2 bases. He would have to be on second already and score, but from first he will have to stop at second. So runners at first and second, and they're pounding Lilliquist pretty good right now. Braves bullpen might be active very shortly. All right, so the experience worked out well for Mr. Eric the Red. Here's Benzinger. 3, 4, 5. Iron catcher. Davis is neutral. He's not iron. Good eye. No, he does not have a good eye. So he will strike out for out number 1. And that's in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for the Paul O'Neill at bat. O'Neill is neutral. Lilliquist is semi-hot on the right now chart. 1-4, it's a hot pitcher, but this is asking if it's a cold batter. No, he's a neutral batter. If it's cold batter, he would strike out. Otherwise, big swing connects, outfield drama. So we're back to outfield drama for the Braves. Again, semi-gold for Smith. Everybody else neutral. Smith is again gold. 3-4. 3-4. Left fielder iron. No, left fielder is now gold. So it would have been an error, but otherwise it's an easy fly out. So that's out number 2. As O'Neill flies the opposite way for out number 2. It brings up Joe Oliver back on the regular boards. Hello, D. Scott. Good to see you. Oliver, 2-5-6 from Lilliquist. Is he a struggler? Yes, he is a struggler. It's a single past third base. So a single, and we'll see about the runner trying to score. Active runner scores from second on any hit. Larkin is semi-active, but the dot says no, so he cannot score. It's just going to load the bases. So Larkin got a bad jump. He cannot score on that hit even with 2 outs. Let me double check and make sure about the 2 outs. There's no provision there for 2 outs on a lead die of 2. There is on a lead die of 1, but not a lead die of 2. All right, so Duncan is your batter with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Reds lead at 3-0, looking to blow this game open. 3-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? No. It's a batter a sad sack. No, he's not. It's a single to right field and a stolen base. So how about that? Mariano Duncan single. That's a 2-run single on a lead die of 3. So that means that Larkin and Davis will both score. Going to third is Oliver. And then since Duncan is not stoic, he will steal second base. Makes it 5-0. And the pitcher spot coming up. And Lilliquist does bat second next inning, or the bottom of the inning, so they want to get him through the inning if they can. There are 2 outs. He just has to get the pitcher Browning out. 2-5-6, same role, struggler. Yes, he is. It's a single. And boy, it's getting from bad to worse. That's going to be it for Lilliquist. He can't go any further, I don't think. Or they may keep him in there. He's given up 7 runs. And all that does in History Maker is make you a struggler, but he was already a struggler. So it's 7-0. 7-0 Cincinnati. 2-run single from Browning. 4 runs in the inning. It's 7-1. Here's Sabo. 1-2-4 control. Yes, he's got control. It's a ground out to short, and that will end the inning. And that's going to do it for Lilliquist. He's going to be done. He's going to go 3 innings, and that's it. So a 4-score Abraham Lincoln inning for Cincinnati. They take a 7-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the third. And it was not a good day for Derek Lilliquist. Great day for the Reds so far, but not for Derek Lilliquist of the Braves. He will exit, and we'll figure out who they're going to use as relief pitchers. They have several they can go to. Looks like they're going to go to... Boy, they just don't have a whole lot down here, do they? Marty Clary will be the new pitcher to start the 4th inning. But here in the bottom of the third will be Lemke and a pinch hitter for the Braves. So let's see who they got as pinch hitters, who they might be using. And they are going to use... Boy, they just don't have a whole lot that's any good, do they? They got 1 good pinch hitter, but do you really want to use him this early? Probably not. So they're going to go with Andres Thomas. They'll pinch hit with Andres Thomas. So it'll be Lemke, Thomas, and McDowell. Braves did not anticipate Thomas pinch hitting here in the 3rd inning. But that's where they are. 7-1, Cincinnati. And Mark Lemke to lead it off. Hello, Mr. Utah Mike. How you doing? came in for a blowout. 7-1 Cincinnati, bottom of the third. They've already chased Derek Lilliquist, who's given up 7 runs. I forgot to do his totals. 7 runs they were earned. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits. He walked 1. Did not give up any home runs. He struck out 4. So that is your bad line for Lilliquist. 3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Not a good outing whatsoever. All right, here's Lemke. Hello, Mr. Steve. I was going to think about doing something with Kip, but I decided I may do that for a recorded version, not a live version. I don't think Kip's ready for prime time on the stream. I think it would be an FCC regulation violation probably. So here we go. But the Reds are piling it on 7-1 as they took out Lilliquist with a lot of runs in the third. So here is Lemke, 1-1-2 flash. He does not have that. Sad sack. No, he's not a sad sack. So we got to check with score. So we got a micro chart score, and we'll see if it's an error or a base hit. It's a 6. On the score, it says error on either the first or third baseman. We're going to use the decider die. Dot means it's on the first baseman, Benziger. Blank means it's on Sabo. It's on Sabo. He had an error the other game. That's the second error on Sabo in the season that I can remember. So Sabo boots it, and maybe the Reds got a little relaxed based on that 7-1 lead. So Andres Thomas, the pinch hitter, is up for Lilliquist. 1, 2, 3, flash and fresh. He does not have the flash quality, which actually helps him out because it's a big ground ball to short. Lead die 1. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Just what Mr. Browning ordered. So it is going to clean the bases of any Braves. 2 out bases clear, and here's Odeby McDowell. Top of the order. 2, 3, 4. Nobody's on base. There's no plate drama. He's definitely not the hot batter because actually, take this back. Steve Tower, I will ask you this question. And I think I know the answer to it, but I'll ask this question anyway. Odeby McDowell is a designated hot batter, but he struck out his first at bat. So I'm assuming the hot batter overrides this, that he stays hot the whole game. Is that the way that plays out, or is it a homebrew, or how do you handle that kind of situation? When a guy is designated hot, but he strikes out his first at bat, which would technically make him semi-cold. But the book is asking if he's a hot batter. Hot batter the whole game. Okay, that's what I thought. So since he's a hot batter, we got a fence check. So a fence check for McDowell. He is neutral. So best he could do is a double. He can still get a home run if he gets a high number. 1 through 3 is a double, 4, 5 is a triple, 6 is a dinger. That's a triple for Odeby McDowell. So back come the Braves. Maybe Tom Browning. Boy, how big was that double play now? Maybe Tom Browning can't stand prosperity. Given a 7-1 lead, now he's giving up some big hits. And McDowell gets that triple because he's the designated hot batter. But there are 2 outs, so Browning can still get out of this. Here is Jeff Blauser. Thank you guys for that clarification. I thought that was the case, but I wanted verification. Thank you. All right, 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Good eye? Nope. It's a strikeout, and that's in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for the top of the 4th. But the Braves get nothing. They get an error on Sabo, and they also get a triple out of McDowell, but a double play takes away a lot of that starch. And we go to the 4th inning, 7-1. Favor the Reds, and the new pitcher will be Marty Clary. He's a semi-struggler and semi-control pitcher. He's coming in to start the inning, so he does not get the ace upgrade like you would in the middle of an inning. So we start the top of the 4th. Billy Hatcher, he's singled and struck out. It's a 1-1-2. Does he have flash? No, he does not. Is he a sad sack? He is not. It's a check with scorer. And that's a 1 on the check with score chart, which says it's a base hit. So Billy Hatcher, 2 for 3. How about that? In 4, we're in the 4th inning. He's had 3 at bats already. That tells you how good the Reds are doing right now. And they need it. They're 1-2, so they need to get some wins under their belt. Here's Barry Larkin, 2-4-4. Ace, he's certainly not. Is he a champion? No, he's not. It's a ground out to short unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer. Lead dive 2 is a fielder's choice. So Larkin will be the new runner at first base with 1 out for Eric the Red. 1-1. Oh, look at that for Eric the Red. 1-1-1. Is he an ace? No. Scrapper? No. It is long and it is gone. Eric the Red just clubs, and I mean clubs, a Marty Clary would-be fastball for a 2-run dinger, and it is now 9-1 Cincinnati. 9-1 Cincinnati. Those triple ones, very APA-like, just like the 11s and the 66s. Same kind of deal. And he just took Clary deep. Here's Benzinger, 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Jody Davis is not iron. Good eye, no. So it's a strikeout, which now means Clary is semi-hot. So he goes from giving up a 2-run homer to now being semi-hot. But that's just the way the mechanics work. O'Neill is going to be neutral. He flew out to left his last time up. So we got a semi-hot pitcher against a neutral batter. And he is a hot pitcher. 3-6. Ask if it's a cold pitcher, which he is not. So it's a pop out to the catcher. And that is going to end the inning. So that'll do it. But the Reds strike for 2 more from Eric Davis, his 2-run homer. And it is 9-1 favor of the Reds, as the launching pad is holding true to his nickname. All right, here's Lonnie Smith, 3-4-5. Oh, wait a minute. No, we did the hot thing last time. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. It's a strikeout. And that's also in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for the at-bat of Nick Asaski. And again, Asaski was not carded by play because he had such few at-bats, but I created him using the ratings book. And Asaski is semi-hot because he homered last time up, and Browning is semi-hot because of that strikeout. Now they're both neutral. 1-3, cold pitcher, no. It's going to be a fly out to center field. So Asaski is out of there. 2 down for the Murph. 2 outs and bases cleared for Mr. Murphy. 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? Murphy is a semi-home run king, but not a slugger, so he will fly to left, and that will end the inning. The Reds had an off day before this game, so their bullpen is well rested. And actually, a quirk in the schedule, they have an off day after this as well, and then they come back and play 2 more with Cincinnati after the fact. So it's kind of weird how they had that scheduled. I don't know if that was rainouts. I'm going to look at the games they played, so there probably some rainouts were involved with that. My best guess. So we go to the 5th. It is 9-1. 9-1. Clary now semi-fresh, as is Browning. 3-4-5. Right back to that same role again. Iron catcher, good eye, no. Strikeout. And we go to right now chart. So Oliver is out. We go to right now for Duncan. Duncan's semi-hot. He singled his last time up. And Clary is semi-hot. Now they're both hot. 2-3. Cold pitcher, no. He's not cold. So he forces a fly out to center field. We're out number 2. And that will bring up Browning. Browning had a 2-run single his last time up because he hit the result where Lilliquist was a struggler and got a 2-run single out of it. 2-4-6. Does pitcher have control? Yes. Semi-control. Dot says yes. It's a ground out back to Clary. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Marty Clary. Reds go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 9-1. Kind of a laugher. Take care, Steve. Thank you for your input. And maybe Kip will show up on one of the next 2 games that I record not live, but do a recording and upload. So maybe he'll show up then. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to get a YouTube violation for bringing on Kip Scary, but you never know. He might just. And this is a great game to have him out too, 9-1, just to make it entertaining. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Mama said there'd be days like this, as they say. All right, here's Browning facing Presley, and that's a 2-2-6. 2-2-6. He's not hit by the pitch. Is he a cleanup batter? Presley is the fifth batter. I'm sorry, he is the sixth batter, so he's not the cleanup batter. He will fly to left, and this is a whiffer. He is a whiffer, so he will strike out. So the hound dog, he ain't nothing but a hound dog. He struck out. So he's out of there. And that'll bring up Jody Davis. Jody Davis grounded into a double play. First time up. Oops, something didn't go through there. There we go. 2-3-5. Is pitcher wild? No. Is he eager? He is not eager. He will ground out to second base to Mariano Duncan for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Lemke. Clary is on deck. So they'll obviously would pinch it for him if it gets to that. 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic? No. Is he a slugger? No, he's not a slugger. He will single to center field unless he's a sad sack or a home run king. He's neither one. So Lemke will get a 2-out single, and that will allow them to pinch hit for the pitcher, Marty Clary. So Marty Clary is done. He went 2 innings. Do the numbers on Clary. 2 innings. He gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. He struck out 2, didn't walk anybody. But he did give up the home run to Eric Davis. So we need a pinch hitter for the Braves, and it will be Ron Gant. Ron Gant will pick up a bat and pinch hit for Atlanta here in the 5th inning. Run on first and 2 down. Hello, GGG. How you doing? Ron Gant doing the pinch hitting. 2-3-4. Our runners on base. Yes, they are. We're going to plate drama. Plate drama. And we have Oliver is a neutral catcher. 1-3. Catcher Gold. No, it's going to be a wild pitch. So the wild pitch will send Lemke to second base. And the results in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for Ron Gant for his at bat. Both teams are now neutral. 1-6. Batting team distance. No, it's going to be a walk. So Ron Gant draws the pinch hit walk. Keeps the inning going for Odubie McDowell. 2 outs, 2 on. And here's Odubie McDowell. 2-2-2. That's not good for the pitching team most cases. 2-2-2. Is the batter a sad sack? No, he's not. It's going to be a double to center field. And home run king would hit a home run. He is not a home run king. He is a double. He will hit the double, though. So he is tripled, and now he is doubled. And let's see if the runs can score. Gant is semi-active, but the sire die says he's not active this at bat. So he's a neutral runner. Let's see if a neutral runner scores on a double. No, he goes to third. So it's only a 1-run double. So Gant thought he was going to score, but the decider die held him up at second and third. A run is in, though, as Lemke will score. Gant will stop at third. It is now 9-2. And coming up for the Braves will be Jeff Blauser. Browning just trying to make it through 5 innings so he can qualify for a win. 2-3-6. Nope, he does not have the double control. It will be a walk. And that'll load the bases right there. Bases are loaded for Lonnie Smith. Browning is now he's now a full struggler. That was his 4th consecutive base runner. He is now a full struggler. 2-2-4. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. No, he's on the road. Is the batter a slugger? No, he's not. It's still going to be a single to right field. So that's an RBI single from Lonnie Smith. Now, McDowell is semi-active, but again, Desire Die says no. So it's just going to be a one-base advancement for everybody. McDowell will stop at third. Blauser stops at second. 2 runs are in. It's 9-3. And boy, they're trying to get Tom Browning across the finish line to finish those 5 innings to qualify for a win. But boy, how much longer can you go with him? Went from 9-1 to 9-3, and one big hit here could really make it interesting. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? Yes, he is. It's a wild pitch, and that will bring home a run. McDowell scores on the wild pitch, and everybody else moves up. It's now 9-4. Browning pleading his case with Lupinelli to leave him in there for one more batter. 2-2-6. Is he hit by a pitch? Yes, a dot says he hits him, so Saski is plunked. And that's going to load the bases back again for Dale Murphy. And I'm sorry, Mr. Browning, you're not going to get the win. Your team scores 9 runs for you, but you cannot get a win because you can't finish the frickin' game or the frickin' inning. So they can't go on like that. So they're in the background. They are playing the Elton John song, "I Don't Want to Go On With You Like That." And they're going to the bullpen. They're going to bring on Tim Liana. He is a semi-star, but he's coming in mid-inning, so he will be an ace on the first at bat. And Tom Browning's going to go 4 2/3 and cannot get the win. And Liana still got to get out of this situation here. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Murphy, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Liana, 1-3-4. Gold catcher. No, he's not a gold catcher. It's a batter champion. No. Outfield drama for the Reds. Reds outfield, everybody is neutral. 1-4. Right fielder Gold. No, it's a flyout. It would be a flyout with a gold catcher, with a gold right fielder, but it's a normal right fielder. It's going to be a single. That's an RBI single for Murphy. In fact, it's a 2-run single because with the lead die 1 with 2 outs, runners score from second base. So it's a 2-run single to make it 9-6. And boy, Lupinella just chomping at the bit here. So scoring is Blauser and Lonnie Smith. The Saski will take third. 5 runs in the inning. It's 9-6. Presley is the tying run at the plate. Oh, and look at that. Triple threes. Are you kidding me? Utility or sad sack? He is semi-utility. The sire die says no. It's going to be a triple into the gap. If he was a home run king, he'd be a home run king, which he's not. But as Saski just triples, he led off the inning with a strikeout. He gets a triple to score Saski and Murphy. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs in the inning. It's now 9-8. And it's getting from bad to worse. Here's Jody Davis. Tying runs 90 feet away. That's a leaner. I'm going to re-roll that. That blue die was leaning, so I'm going to re-roll that. Triple fours. It gets even worse. Scrapper. He is a scrapper, so he's going to hit a solid single to left. It would have been a chance for a home run. But it's going to be a single for Jody Davis, and we got a tie game. And how about that? Derek Lilliquist is off the hook. 8 runs in the inning for Atlanta. It is now 9-9. 9-9, and here comes Mark Lemke. One, two, three, flash and fresh. Nope, he's just going to hit a ground ball to short. It won't be a strikeout, but at least the inning is finally over. But it's an 8 spot. They put up a snowman here in the 5th inning, and it is 9-8 of all things. 9-8. And now the pitcher spot would normally be leading off for Atlanta the next inning because they pinch hit for Clary. But they may leave Gant in the game and double switch here. Let's see what they want to do about that. Who do you bring him in for is the problem, though. Now, I think we're going to just, they're going to bring in a pitcher for 1 inning and not worry about a double switch. So they're going to bring in pitcher Rick Lucan. He's going to pitch just this 1 inning. He will lead off the next inning, but they're not worried about that. He's only going to be good for 1 inning anyway. And he's going to face the top of the order, Sabo, Hatcher, and Larkin. 9-9 ball game. Unbelievable. So we go to the 6th. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No, he's not. He came in to start the inning, so he's not gained the ace quality. So it won't be an ace. Is the batter a sad sack? No, he's not. It's a double to right field for Sabo. Sabo, his second double of the game. And the Reds trying to reclaim the lead that they let slip away. To say let it slip away is almost an understatement. This was more like what the hell went on. So Sabo doubles, and that's going to send up Billy Hatcher. 2-5-6. Is a pitcher a struggler? No. Desire Die says no. Is a batter champion or patient? Neither one. We have infield drama for the Reds for the first time. And the Reds infield for the Braves rather. Presley is iron, Isaski is iron, and Blauser is iron. Lemke is gold. So we got 1 gold and 3 irons. That's a 55. First baseman iron. You better believe it. Isaski is iron. So it's going to be safe. See, wild throw to pitcher covering first, safe on an error. So it's going to be an E3. As Lucan went over to cover the bag and Isaski threw it away. Sabo will take third base. So runners are at the corners with nobody out. And back come the Reds. And that's going to send up Barry Larkin. That result was in purple, so we're going to the chemistry roll. Semi-dissonant is Cincinnati. Neutral is Atlanta. Infield playing for the double play. 1-4, they're both neutral. Batting team distance, no, it's going to be a single. So it's a base hit for Larkin. Sabo will score. The Reds reclaim the lead 10-9. Hatcher will, I believe, stop at second base. Lead die of 1. Yep, so he stops at second base. But the Braves now lead at 10-9. And now Lucan, danger of becoming a full struggler, will be facing Eric Davis. Eric the Red hit a 2-run homer his last time up. 1-5-6. Is Eric a whiffer? Yes, he is. Semi-whiffer to whiffer. That's the first out of the inning. Brings up Benzinger. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts from Lucan as he's trying to recover. And that'll bring up O'Neill. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a pop out to the infielder of our choice. It's going to be a pop to second. Put away by Lemke to end the inning, but the Reds score a run. It does end up being an earned run based on the single by Larkin. So it is an earned run. That's going to be it for Lucan. He's going to go 1 inning, give up 2 hits and a run. No walks and 2 strikeouts, but his day is done as he is scheduled to lead off the inning. So they will pinch hit for Lucan and have to go to the bullpen again for the 7th. Oliver will lead off the next inning for the Reds. So Lucan is done. And we need a pinch hitter for the Braves. They've already used Thomas and Gant. With Leanna, a right-hander in the game, they can now use lefties off the bench. So they will pinch hit with Jeff Treadway. Treadway will be on for the Cincinnati Reds. For the Braves. Former Red, Jeff Treadway. He will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 6th. And then Atlanta will need a new pitcher. Yep, we're saving the Nasty Boys to at least the 7th or 8th inning. I want to give them a chance here. Leana, this will be his... well, he's no longer fresh, period, because he's already gone what looks to be... Did he go the 1 inning? Let's see. He went 1 inning, so now he's semi-fresh. Yeah, that's right. When they batted around, it threw my innings off here, so he's only pitched 1 inning. Now he hasn't gone to a 2nd inning, so he's semi-fresh. Semi-fresh. But pinch hitter, Jeff Treadway. 1-2-4, control pitcher. He is not a control pitcher. Is the batter eager? Yes, he is. He's going to pop it up to 2nd. So by Treadway being eager, he wasn't patient enough to draw a walk that he would have gotten otherwise, but he pops it up for 1 away. Top of the order for McDowell, who has tripled and doubled. 1-3-4. Goal catcher, no. Champion, no. Outfield drama. So we go to the Reds for the outfield drama. Everybody is neutral. And that's a 1-3. Center fielder, iron, no. Center fielder Davis is not iron. So he makes a lunging catch of that liner for out number 2. And that'll take us to Jeff Blauser. 2-3-3, ace or star. He's a semi-star. Desire says he's a star, so it's going to be a ground ball to Larkin at short to end the inning. So Leana gets out of it. And he actually is, I believe, now the pitcher of record since Browning couldn't make it the full 5. Leana is now your pitcher of record. So Leana is going to go 1 and, let's see here, 1 1/3 innings. And he's going to give up, let's see here, he's going to give up 3 hits and a run, which was earned. And I believe that's it. I never did the totals on Browning, which I need to do. So, although they're awful totals, let's see what Browning did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits for Browning allowed. Total of 8 runs. Total of 8 runs. And all 8 were earned. He walked 1, 2, and he hit a bat. He walked 3 and hit a batter. So he had some control issues. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we go to the top of the 7th. The Braves will need a new pitcher. And we'll figure out who that's going to be out of their bullpen. And it's going to be right-hander. Boy, their bullpen is just terrible. Even their closer's terrible. Let's see. I don't want to bring in Castillo, the lefties, because all these righties coming up. So we're going to go with Dwayne Henry. Dwayne Henry is the new pitcher in this 10-9 game. That's all for Leana as well, as he will be pinch hit for. Let's see here. Dwayne Henry. It'll be Oliver, Duncan, and a pinch hitter for Leana. Hello, Beatles. How are you doing there? I want to thank you, especially Beatles, for helping me with the OOTP. I've got all the ballparks in there. The player photos are great. Uniforms are great. And I'm really enjoying it. Enjoying that game very much. The graphics on there are much better than I thought they would be. And really like it. Now, I did buy Action PC's game last year, so I really didn't see any need to upgrade this year. So I'll probably get that next year. Or what I did, I think I got the 24 game when it was on sale for like $9 or something. So if it come around later this season, later in the year, and Dave Cook puts out a big sale, I might jump on that again. But definitely picked up a couple of seasons. Didn't get the game, but I did pick up a couple of seasons since they were on sale. So Dwayne Henry is your new pitcher for Atlanta. In case you're coming in late, Cincinnati took a 9-1 lead after 4 innings, and Atlanta put up 8 runs on Cincinnati in the 5th, chasing Tom Browning. So Tom Browning could not hang around long enough to get the win. So that win's going to most likely go to Atlanta unless the Braves lose the lead again. So it's Dwayne Henry facing Joe Oliver here in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 2-4-6, which asks, does he have control? He does not. Is the batter eager or a sad sack? He's neither one. So he will draw the base on balls. So it's going to be a walk to Joe Oliver. So Oliver will draw the leadoff walk, and that's going to bring up Mariano Duncan, second baseman. The Braves pitching is terrible. 3-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? He's semi-wild, but the dot says no. Is the batter a sad sack? No, he's not. It's going to be a single to right field. That's going to move Oliver to third base, and he's going to steal second. Since he's not a stoic runner, he will steal second. So let's put runners at second and third with nobody out. And we will have a pinch hitter for the Reds as Tim Layana's spot is due up in the order. So the Reds will turn to their bench and see who they want to bring in. They will bring in left-handed hitting Hal Morris. Chance to try to blow this thing up back open again and give them some breathing room. Second and third, nobody out. Infield is in for the Braves. They're already down 10-9. They're trying to prevent any further damage. We shall see what happens. Hal Morris stepping to the plate. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? Yes, he is. The Sire Die says he is. It's a wild pitch, and that's going to force home a run. As on the wild pitch, Oliver will score. And going to third is Duncan. 11-9 now. Henry, 4-5-6 is the batter. Is he patient? No, he's not. He's going to fly to center. That will be a sacrifice fly on a lead die of 4. So sacrifice fly brings home Duncan. And it is now 12-9. First out of the inning as Hal Morris comes through with a pinch hit sac fly. That result is in purple, so we're going to our chemistry chart. And, of course, the Reds are semi-dissonant, and the Braves are neutral. Now, they're both neutral. 2-6 batting team harmony. No, they're not harmonious. So Sabo will ground it to Lemke for out number 2. 2 down for Billy Hatcher. Reds back out in front with 2 runs here in the 7th to lead it 12-9. And here's Billy Hatcher. 1-3-3 for Hatcher. 1-3-3 is blank for the pitcher. Is he a slugger? He is actually a semi-scrapper, so he will fly to the left. And that's going to end the inning. So that'll do it for the Reds, but they do pick up 2 runs. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch here in Cincinnati. And the Reds will need a new pitcher as well, as they lead at 12-9. So now we got to go through the Reds bullpen and see who they want to bring in. It looks like it's going to be Rob Dibble. Double Dibble is going to come in for the Reds. One of the nasty boys, Rob Dibble, will be coming on. They want to make sure they don't lose that 3-run lead that they had, or the big lead that they had. They don't want to have it dwindle away again. So Dibble, A-star, double flash with control. And a 12-9 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. All righty. So here we go. Lonnie Smith. 2-2-3. This pitcher wild. No, he's got semi-control. This batter slugger or utility, neither one. That's going to be a single to left field. Active runner with steal, but Lonnie Smith is not active in his old age, so he will stay at first base. But it's a leadoff single, and you got to start somewhere if you're Atlanta. That brings up Nick Yasaski. But now, let's see. With the right-handers in there, I wonder if the Braves might go to lefties off the bench. They're going to bring in Tommy Gregg to pinch hit for Isaski and stay in the game, play first base. Tommy Gregg, left-handed hitting pinch hitter. 3-4-6. Blank is a batter eager. He's semi-eager. Decided I says no, though, so it's going to be a walk. So it's a pinch hit walk for Tommy Gregg, and back come the Braves. That results in purple. We're going right back to the chemistry roll for Dale Murphy. So the Murph, the tying run, is at the plate on a chemistry roll. Both are neutral, 4-4. Pitching team distance, no. It's going to be a deep fly to center field for out number 1. 1 away, so they escaped trouble there. Had that desired die come up as a dot, then it would have been a double in the outfield that would have cleared the bases. But since it was a blank, they were not distant at this particular turn, so they get a fly out. Here's the hound dog, Jim Presley. 2-4-5. Blank for the pitcher. Is the batter a hero? No, he's not. He's going to pop it up to second base. Infield fly roll, out number 2. And we would go to the experience chart. However, they will get a pinch hitter for Jody Davis. They will bring in a pinch hitter. Greg Olson will pinch hit for Jody Davis as we're into the 7th inning. So we're going to bring in our more regular players for the Braves in this game. And Greg Olson is one of them. So the pinch hitting Olson overrides the mini chart. Even though the Braves would have had an advantage on the experience chart, but they couldn't take the chance. They wanted the better hitter. So Greg Olson up. 2 on, 2 outs. 12-9, bottom of the 7th. 2, 3, 4. Is the runners on base? Yes, there are. We got plate drama. Again, Joe Oliver is a neutral catcher. But if it calls for his control, we need the decider to see if he has control of this at bat. He does. 1-2, catcher iron. No, it's going to be a ball. So now for the first time, we're going to the umpire chart. For the very first time in the game. And for anybody that came in late, for home plate umpires, John McSherry, Joe West is at first, Greg Bonin is at second, and Terry Tata is at third. So with runners at first and second, this could be any of the umpires could be called upon. Just depends on what comes up. We get a 1-2. Strict umpire at second. Greg Bonin is strict. Or he's semi-strict. Decider I says he's strict. Strict umpire second. Rules runner out at second base. Other umpires rule runner safe. Batter safe on other runner to third, both cases. So they get the force play at second. Strict rules runner out at second. If he had not been strict, they would have ruled that the fielder's choice was not on time and the bases would have been loaded. But since he's strict, semi-strict with the dot, it says rules runner out at second base. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. We'll call it 6-4 as they retire Tommy Gregg sliding into second base on the fielder's choice to end the inning. So Greg Bonin saved him there. Bonin, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But he saved their bacon there. Otherwise, it would have been bases loaded, 2 outs. But that will end the inning. Go to the 8th, still 12-9. Olson will stay in the game to catch. Gregg will stay in the game to play first base. Dwayne Henry is still in there to pitch. He is now semi-fresh. Here's Barry Larkin. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. It's going to be a strikeout, and we're going to the right now chart. We've had that result quite a bit where you can get a strikeout and go to the right now chart. Since we're in the later innings, Henry is hot. He's not semi-hot. He's fully hot. Eric Davis is fully cold because he struck out his last time up. So we got a hot pitcher against a cold batter. 3-4. Cold batter, yes. Weak dribbler to pitcher. Batter slump affects the team. Sides retired with alternating ground outs. So Davis is going to ground back to Henry for out number 2. And his slump is going to affect Benziger, who's going to ground out to Lemke to end the inning. So that's going to cause the Reds to go in order, and Benziger is out of there as well. That's it for Dwayne Henry. He goes 2 innings, and he actually gives up 2 runs on just the 1 hit, but he did have a wild pitch mixed in there. No walks and a strikeout. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Lemke, a pinch hitter, and McDowell. And the only pinch hitter the Braves have left on the bench is backup catcher Ernie Witt. So Ernie Witt will hit for the pitcher Henry. It'll be Lemke, Witt, and McDowell. Lemke, Witt, and McDowell. Braves have used up their entire bench now. They have no more pinch hitters left after this. So if it goes extra innings, they are going to be shorthanded, to say the least. All right, Dibble is semi-fresh. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is. It's a line out to third base. So he gets Lemke to line it to third. Had he not been an ace, that would have been a double. But he stops the double with his ace result. Here's Ernie Witt, the pinch hitter. Longtime Blue Jay. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? He's semi-fresh. The dot says he is. It's a liner to second base. Out number 2. And here comes O-to-B McDowell. You've got something screwed up here somewhere along the line. Some focus thing issue here. Notice my score sheet was a little blurry. I don't know about anything else, but you can't really see the score sheet that well anyway. All right, here's McDowell. 4-6-6 is a control pitcher. Semi-control, yes. It means the pitch is red. It's a single to left field. So McDowell is a home run away from the cycle. He has tripled, doubled, and now singled. So he is a home run away from the cycle. Unless we go extra innings, he won't have a chance to do that. Here's Blouser. 3-5-6 is a left-right split check. Righty against the righty. That's a Circle K strikeout to end the inning. And that's the second time this game that the Reds have gotten a strikeout of the Braves on that left-right split check. So it doesn't come in the game very often, but when it does, it can be effective. And Blouser is retired. We go to the 9th. Still 12-9. And Atlanta will need a new pitcher, and it's going to be Tony Castillo, the lefty out of the Braves bullpen. Tony Castillo will come on, and he'll be facing O'Neill, Oliver, and Duncan. If anybody gets on, they'll pinch hit for Dibble. 12-9, top of the 9th. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. He does not get the ace quality for coming in to start the inning, so it's not an ace. Is he a sad sack? No, it's going to be a double for Paul O'Neill. So O'Neill leads off the 9th with a double. Another base hit for the Reds. They've been piling them up. Here's Joe Oliver. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No. Sire Die says he's not. We go to outfield drama. And for the Braves in the outfield, Smith is semi-gold. Everybody else is neutral. Now everybody's neutral. 1-3. Center fielder iron. No. McDowell's not iron. So he will lunge and catch that liner before it drops in for out number 1. Runner on second has to hold. Here's Mariano Duncan. 4-5-6. Is the batter patient? No, he will fly to center. That's out number 2. We would normally go to the chemistry chart, but the pitcher spot's coming up, and we're going to get a pinch hitter, and that overrides the chemistry, any of the micro charts. So we need a right-handed pinch hitter for the Reds, and that right-handed pitch hitter will be Rolando Rooms. He was not carded by play because he had such few at-bats, so I carded him myself, and he will get the pinch hitting call here. Rolando Rooms with 2 outs and a runner at second base against Tony Castillo. 256. Is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? He's neither one. Infield drama this time. And for the Braves, infield drama, they have iron, 3 irons and a gold. Lemke at second is gold. Everybody else is iron. Except, no, I take that back. Greg is not iron. He took over for Sasky, so he's neutral as well. Presley and Blauser. Left side of the infield is iron. Right side of the infield is either gold or neutral. 2-4 infield drama. Second baseman gold. Yes, Lemke is gold. So he throws the batter out at first. And that's going to end the inning. It says again that we go to chemistry, but we're going to have a new pitcher, so that's going to override that once again. Nothing for the Reds. It's a 12-9 game, so that means nasty boy Randy Myers will qualify for a save, and that's who's coming on for the Reds. Dibble did his job. Dibble goes 2 innings, and he's going to allow 2 hits, no runs, which was most important. He walked 1 and he struck out 1. And now Randy Myers will come on, try to earn the save. I believe he has 1 save on the season so far. So he will be on to try to save it for Cincinnati. And he'll be facing the heart of the order, Lonnie Smith, Tommy Gregg, and Dale Murphy, numbers 3, 4, and 5 in the order. 12-9. Cincinnati. They had a 9-1 lead, blew it, made it 9-9, but then came back with 3 runs. Right now, the winning pitcher would be Liana, and the losing pitcher would be Marty Clary if the score holds. Or would it be Clary? Actually, no, it would not be Clary. It would be Lucan would be the losing pitcher. He gave up the run in the 6th to make it a 10-9 game. So Lucan would be your loser. Liana would be the winner. Well, actually, it could be Dibble. Might be Dibble that gets the win. Yeah, it's actually, I believe, it's official scores. It's either Liana or Dibble. I think it's official score preference at this point because the starter didn't go 5, so pretty much discretion of the official score. Anyway, here's Myers. 1-1-3, ace or dynamic. He is an ace. It's ground out to first. Handled by Benziger, 1 away, and here's Tommy Gregg. That's a leaner. I'm going to re-roll that. That 1 die was leaning. 3-3 is that's not good. Utility or sad sack? No, it's a triple into the gap for Tommy Gregg. Gregg triples into the gap off of Randy Myers. The infield is back. They'll give up the run because they lead by 3. They don't want to try to avoid a big inning. Here's Murphy. 2-4-6. Control pitcher? No. Eager or sad sack? Neither one. So Murphy's going to walk. And that will put the tying run to the plate in the form of the hound dog, Jim Presley, who is a slugger. So you have to be cognizant of that. Randy Myers trying not to blow the save. 4-4-6. Is he a star? No, he's an ace, not a star. Sad sack, utility or patient? He is semi-utility. Dot says he's utility, so he will take a call, 3rd strike. Decide or die save their bacon right there. It would have been a single that would have made it a 12-10 game with runners on the corners and only 1 out. But the decider certainly helped them there. Last chance for the Braves is Greg Olson. 3-4-6. Is Olson eager? No, he's not. He will walk, and that will load the bases. So the bases are loaded. And that's going to send up Mark Lemke. The Braves are out of pinch hitters. They will have to pull a starting pitcher to pinch hit if Lemke reaches. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 12-9 games. Tying runs are on base. The winning run is at the plate in Lemke. 1-4-5. Is the pitcher a struggler? No, it's a ground ball to third, and that's going to end the ball game. The Braves leave them loaded, and the Reds hold on for dear life to win this thing. Randy Myers save number 2. I'll figure out who the winner is going to be later. Lucan takes the loss. So Myers gives up a hit, but he did walk 2. That was a little bit distressing. Struck out 1, and that was it. So let's get the totals in the game. 12-9, the final. Errors in the game, one error on Sabo. I think that was the only error of the game. Nope, take it back. It was an error on the first baseman, Presley. So each team committed an error. Each team with an error. 12-9. Let's see about the base hits. For the Reds, it looks like I have them down for 14 hits. For the Braves, I have them down for 12 hits. Left on base, Reds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got them for 6 left on. For Atlanta, they left on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 left on, most notably bases loaded left on in the bottom of the 9th. So there is your final score, 12-9. Oh, it's only 8 innings. Duh, what am I doing? This game is freaking me out where I'm playing this game like it's the 9th and it's only the 8th. My bad. Thank you. Thank you for that. There was a faux pas here, so we will be going to the 9th inning. Thank you all for catching that. So ignore what I got here unless I'm going to have to use some correction tape to figure this thing out. This whole game's got me frazzled out, I guess, because it's been so freaky and wild. But I do appreciate you telling me that, because if this was a recording, I would have... Well, if it was a recording, I'd be scoring the game as I'm playing it. I would have known better. But anyway, Castillo is going to be facing the top of the order. Sabo, Hatcher, and Larkin here in the top of the 9th. 2-2-6, hit by pitch. The dot is not there. Is he the cleanup batter? No, he's the leadoff batter, so he will fly to left. And there's one away. Why do I have the Reds as having batted 9 innings? No, it says 9 innings. I just forgot to put the score here. We did play 9 innings. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy after all. I just never filled it in. Duh. There we are, right there on the score sheet. I played 9 innings already. I did play 9 innings. I just didn't put the zeros. I just didn't put the zeros on my line score. I forgot to do that. I did play, so I wasn't going crazy after all. So, but you guys tell me who you think gets the win for the Reds. Is it Liana or is it Dibble? Because the Reds took the lead in the top of the 6th. After Liana had pitched, usually it's the pitcher here that gets the thing. So I'm thinking Dibble gets the win. Pretty sure of that. The save goes to Myers, and Lucan takes the loss. Yeah, so Dibble gets the win. So yeah, I was freaking out there because I was sure I'd played 9 innings, but then I looked at my line score and didn't see that I'd put it to zeros yet. So yeah, we did have 9 innings of pitching. Castillo, let's see what he did. Castillo went 1 inning. So I got totals for the Reds that aren't right because I didn't add them in their numbers. They actually had 15 hits, not 14 hits. Didn't count their hit in the 9th. That double by Benzinger in the 9th, or by O'Neill in the 9th, rather, I did not count that. So Castillo, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, nothing else. So now that's official. Okay. I didn't have Castillo's numbers filled in here at all, so I missed this hit. So it is 12 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. And for the Braves, 9 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. So the messy score sheet, but that's what we have right there. So I can fix the focus here, get it straightened out. Okay, so that's what we have for final line score. Reds improved now to 2-2. I don't know what Atlanta is because it don't have it on the computer. But the Reds are 2-2. They've won one game in a row. There is an off day after this day. They play again on the 15th. I'm not sure if Real World was a rain out or what it was, but so that means Dibble, even though he went 2 innings this inning, can still pitch the next game because there's a day off. So they will be available. All the bullpen will be available. I will record games 2 and 3 of the series. They won't be live. Thank you, Max. Appreciate that. They won't be live, but they will be on video, and you will see them. So I will have. In fact, I'm going to leave this on the table. So tomorrow night, I'm going to come in here and record the next 2 games in the series, so I can upload those and get them ready to go. And then also in between, sometime or another, record some of the Stratomax Super Advanced 1987 style. So there you go. History Maker Baseball. It was a wild one. Reds took a 9-1 lead and then somehow gave it up. Yeah, Tabby's sleeping in bed, Doug. She's downstairs in bed. Tabby would have kept me straight, but she just hasn't felt like coming up here in a long time, so I don't push the issue. She comes up here if she wants to come up here. It's up to her. The invitation's open. It's all up to her if she wants to or not. In fact, it's only 10 o'clock. I might go ahead and set this game up and record the second game of the series and upload it tomorrow or Saturday, one or the other. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's go from here. Thank you all for tuning in, spending part of your Thursday night with me. Hope you're enjoying your almost weekend. And I forgot Notre Dame Penn State's on. I'll have to go back and check that out and see what they're doing. Not that I really care. College football to me has just gotten out of hand with all the NIL and the portal and all that stuff. So I used to be a really big college football fan, but I am no longer. So I'll watch it, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. All right, but anyway, that was sidebar on that one. Brandon, yep, Reds win it. They almost blow it, but they do win it. Tom Browning, poor Tom Browning. You think with a 9-1 lead you could get the win, but he couldn't get the 5 innings. I had to pull him, or else who knows how many runs the Braves would have scored. So I gave him as long a leash as I possibly could, and then finally Lou Piniella says, "Screw that, you're coming out of here." All right, so let's go from here. I'm going to reset everything up and record this next game so that I can have it for upload, probably on Saturday at some point. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.